Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Scratchy Post with Scratch the Gaming. It's terribly sorry about that. There was a little technical issue that we had, which is called Eback was in the midst of posting all his stuff to all the various Discords, and unfortunately, when you're doing that, I can't unmute my microphone because that's a button. That's also a button on the thing. So yeah,
I know the feeling.
that's also a button thing.
Buttons, who's got the buttons?
Buttons, who's got the buttons? Speaking of what we were talking about.
You win again, technology.
And again, technology. Oh god, such things we could say. Welcome everyone to the Scratch Post with Scratch the Gaming Itch. My name is Eback, and today is Saturday, and that can be one thing. It's time for Silly Voices Saturday, and that is where I gather a group of my friends together, and we put our voice acting talents towards various games, usually the Ace Attorney series. But today we're taking a hiatus as like for one time only session because we actually don't have one of our members with us today. So I'm going to go through the cast, introducing them. Burr.
The famous one founder of child murder.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we were talking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, so that's on point and valid. Drifting.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Kay.
Take it, Drifting, you stole mine. Damn it. I'll just go with that. That's my intro.
Laura.
Don't care how I want it now.
And goodbye. Lemming.
This is the sort of stuff I've got to put up with.
Just open a can. Grip it and rip it, baby. Like,
Rip it, baby.
Like,
I love it.
the only way I can cope with this.
I might as well.
You're here on your own choice. You can leave if you want to.
No!
Since I also need to kind of fulfill my need to do some karaoke, I might as well do this. Yes, I've got a golden ticket. Anyway, love that song in that film.
I should have done
Pure imagination. That was my
yeah,
first
pure
thought, but I can't sing.
imagination. Dang it.
Uh,
Well, either that or one of the ones for the musical. There's one that's called The View from Here, and it's really good.
Gee, if anyone were coming in here, they're probably thinking we're playing Charlie and the friggin' Chocolate Factory or something. But no, we're not. We're playing Aviary Attorney, of all things. And I'm going in. Aviary Attorney.
A game pitch. I would love a visual novel detective game about investigating the murders of the children in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh god.
No, don't enable me.
Oh dear.
Don't enable me. I literally
I
have somewhere in my writing folder on my Apple Notes. Like, what if Nick but Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Would that be fucked up or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So since we are
Sorry. Go
so
ahead,
since
Laura.
we are it's okay. It's okay. So since we are definitely not doing Charlie and Chocolate Factory, in fact doing Aviary Attorney today, I want to bring it back to a thing you said in the intro, Eback, put our best voice acting talents forward, and I thought, would you say talents or talons? And it's to say, are you trying to make a joke there?
No, I just say talent. So I stand by this.
Let's play that off. Come on.
That last T was so silent, and I thought, wait, you've just made a joke about what we're playing today.
No, I stand by this. I stand by this.
It would have been a good pun.
It wouldn't certainly be a good pun.
Puns begin.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quickly go to the options because the game is saying, "Hey, I want to be windowed." Yeah, I know. Don't get me wrong. I'll be with you
that's what
soon.
I struggled with as well, but I figured it out for like one stream, and then blew my voice out trying to do everyone myself.
No.
But yeah, so it seems to be working. I'm gonna exit the desktop and I'm just gonna do the intro because the intro is quite nice as well. And then I'm gonna. Yes.
We're gonna make sure we have the audio as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a second. Share the screen. Aviary Attorney. There we go.
We had the ring.
Okay, based on illustrations of J.J. Granville. The music, Camille Saint-Saëns, and I will screw up these names.
It's fine.
Aviary Attorney.
Hooray.
Hey. That guy in the back. Hey.
Bully.
It's a bit like that. I was watching a video of kind of go on a tangent because of course we always do. I was watching a video of one of the of like a bot zone who does like all the Bond films, and they were doing like a video of the game Nightfire and how about every mission you can get rewards and a in-game card, and they kept on doing like and the card as in like that scene from Alice in Wonderland, like and the king. Anyway, that's enough of my tangenting, because there's probably going to be plenty of that going through on. Let's actually do it. So, I'm actually going to delete my save because I only just started. So, delete data. Then, of course, it reboots the game.
Because of course it does.
Because of course it does.
Shut it all down.
Then, of course, it fails to load.
Oh, no.
It's technical problems
Aviary
today.
Attorney, how dare you?
I mean, this game is already not filling me with like enthusiasm in terms of like, ooh, you're not you don't like modern computers a lot,
This
do you?
game is a little fickle. I did warn you about this.
You were my brother, JJ Falcon. I trusted you.
Oh dear.
Log out.
There we go. That's now off and again. You guys can see it, can't you? Still?
No.
No.
We can't
No.
see it.
No.
We can.
No. No, I'm sorry, old chap. There we go.
Close stream. What stream again? I just made sure of that.
There we go. Right, new game. We're finally getting on with this bull. Okay. So, lovely old
Took you less
house.
tries than me, so.
January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Crenant of Baron Rurigriel. I am absolutely going to screw up the pronunciation on this. I can only apologize. Oh no!
I mean, same because I don't speak French.
Is
so
that
I-
Monsieur Roy? Oh mon dieu! Then Caroline, what have you done? Cataline. Oh, I can guess what she's going. Act
I
one.
went with Cataline,
A
but it's
cat with claws. Cataline works. All right. So here is an interesting chap.
If I
Suppose.
may request one thing from you, El.
Mm-hmm.
That might break everything again, but could you maybe turn off HDR for benefit?
Oh, that's better.
Oh,
You-
thank you.
No, I've not turned it
Yes,
off. I've not turned it off yet.
But-
HDR.
Oh, whatever you
you've
did
done-
fixed it, so.
You've done something.
Defocus from the game window.
How's that? How's that?
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
Now
Alright.
it looks proper.
So who's voicing Sparrowson? I know that you guys have had discussions about who's voicing who. So
I'm blind on this. You give me a character you think I'm good at, and I will do it. But I don't know.
I've got our little cast. I can put more up if you want.
yeah, of course.
All of the ones in Act 1.
Paul is saying, Sacre bleu! Evax a chat is streaming. I'm a some bullshit, everyone. Oh god, if Divvot were here.
If Divvot were here. If
There is
only.
There is a
Mon ami,
character
ça
that
va?
is perfect. There is a character that's perfect for Divvot, but he comes in later.
Yeah, everyone doesn't know. We've done a lot of the ACNA series before, and in Miles S. Weird Investigations 1, there's Mr. Jacques Potsman. And Divvot took upon himself to give him a French accent, an outrageous French accent, and it was the best thing in that entire case.
And the man's been French in my head ever since. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Are we maintaining the French accents for this?
I would say if you want to, you can, but there's no obligation to do so. Like, I probably won't.
I'm not going to insult the French people by
Yeah.
anyone.
Okay,
I try a little hint of French, but that's about it.
Kay, as our casting director, would you mind? Who's doing Sparrowson?
It seems Lemming was gonna.
I've been the main character with Phoenix Wright. I've also been the what's the word for it? The mentor character. with
Yeah,
Phoenix
so
Wright.
this
I
is
haven't
like
been the
kind of a
fluffy
Maya
sidekick yet.
almost.
Oh, this is the Maya character.
You get Sparrows.
Kind of quirky assistant, so I'm giving it to Lemming.
This is Like a cross between Maya and Dr. Watson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't been the spunky sidekick yet, so
Yeah. So then I'll put Ebac because that was what Burr was suggesting was Ebac and Lemming as
Cool.
Sparrison and Falcon.
Yes.
yeah. It's mate day already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird falcon?
I'm guessing Falcon is me.
Yes.
Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first.
I feel like I need a pipe, even though I'm not on
Yes.
camera.
Telling you.
Yeah, a pipe and a glass of wine, that's how you start your day.
Yes, exactly.
Business.
Yes, somebody wants to buy a book.
Oh dear.
I was just going from the background. It all looks like little library books. A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet.
It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrison. You may have the honours.
All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for the crime she did not commit. She's being held at La Concierge prison. Concierge.
Conciergerie.
Conciergerie prison on the murder, the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time.
Is that a play on words of menagerie, by the way?
Could be.
I mean, it's kind of like that. It's like the place to hold the the police, the guards,
be great.
conciergerie.
I'd be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Signor Pertois Demiao. Demiao. Meow.
Demiao.
The Meow Estate.
Yes.
I love this game.
You will see why it's the meow.
Well, this is quite something.
I know. Your first serious client in months.
Not just that, the W.R. estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts.
Wow. So I suppose you intend to defend Dame Cataline in court?
Of course. Nope, not at all. I wish to stay here smoking my pipe.
If Divvot Samba would hear, I would hear the nope just straight away.
Exactly.
Nope.
Of course. It'd be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrison. We're going to find our kitty client at La Concierge.
Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all the sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Signor Demiao's letter first. One moment, Falcon.
I believe I played this on stream once, and if you say no, I think you end up playing blackjack.
Perfect.
Hello, Science Games Life, and welcome to the stream. Pottoir's letter has been added to your evidence
Hello.
folder.
Hello.
You may access the
This
evidence
is the
folder.
court record.
You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase. So for anyone who missed the intro, this is Silly Voices Saturday, where I gather my friends and we basically put our voices to visual novel type games. Normal in the Ace Attorney series, but we're doing Aviary Attorney because one of our own is down today. So effectively, we are doing something in the interim. You access the folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol.
I'll say this for Pal as well in the chat right now. Mir geht's gut. Mir geht's gut. Vielen Dank, mein Freunde.
Nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that.
Again? I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas.
Yes, all right. No need to make a list.
I've got quite a thorough one.
Falcon has picked up his wallet.
Do you want it alphabetically or chronologically?
You see how much money he's carrying anytime by clicking on the wallet symbol. Just make a move. Pip pip.
Well, that's an instant improvement on Phoenix Wright. He actually has money.
Mood.
Right?
Yeah.
So the question.
Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So the question arises: who is the better sort of one-up over Phoenix Wright? Professor Layton, who is designed to be such, or JJ Falcon, because he's got money?
Yes.
Yes is the answer there.
Yes.
Superpower. The superpower that
Phoenix
both
Wright.
Batman and Iron Man have. Money.
Phoenix Wright doesn't need money.
That's debatable.
Okay, this is the map screen. From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or location node. Areas marked with a clock
Also-
symbol, a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Jesper?
I want to commend this game for having a really good quality map of Paris.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Angmore Park map, but that's
Oh,
probably
yes.
because it's based on these sort of maps.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's basically the Split City map.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I do also love that it's the AA offices.
yes, AA.
No
over-
affiliation
No
whatsoever.
affiliation.
No.
Right. Yeah.
So we have to we can go back to the office, which is basically pointless. So we can our best thing is to go to Le Concierge or whatever.
I think I did click going back to the offices, and you're literally told off for it. Like, we're not supposed to be here. It's very
Okay.
funny.
We need to stop wasting time.
Who wants to be the narrator? Does anyone want to be the narrator? Actually,
Oh, shoot. All right then.
Okay.
Unless
Very
anybody else
true.
was
Yeah,
vying
Laura,
for it.
Laura. There you go. Bam.
Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways.
the conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. Outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well mannered. Alright, so we've got a Quark. Who is voicing Quark? Quark with a K, not with a Q, and not a captain. You might be a captain. Okay. Casting director.
Hold on. I think I will take Quark.
Okay.
Hang on. Man, nerd.
By the way, chat, just let us know if things are a bit too quiet, or if the volume of the game is a bit too loud. Not there's any music playing right now, but just let us
Also
know.
spelled like that, it's a dessert in Dutch.
Oh wow.
That's delightful. Alright.
Quark.
What you want?
Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline de Mao. I am due to represent her in court.
Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. It turned into Raw's Monsters Inc. We're going with it.
Yeah.
That works. That really works.
Yeah, I'm watching you, Falcon.
Take care, Sounds Gears
Got
Life.
to file your paperwork, JJ Falcon.
Good lord, paperwork, dear woman. I'm too busy pipe smoking all day.
Okay.
Give it to Sparrowson. He can do it.
Took me a second. Okay. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up.
Well, let's go.
Papa hasn't forgotten about you, has he?
Dame Cataline de Mao, I presume.
You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson.
My lady is knowledgeable.
Don't talk like that, Sparrowson.
Sorry.
Papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town.
I am flattered.
But they weren't available at such a short notice, so he hired the first people in the dress directory.
My ego stings. Oh,
Just the O, it kills me.
Oh,
See, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off.
let's get down to business. Dame Cataline,
should be the Hans.
Dang it.
We were all thinking it.
could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief.
I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know?
So what happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened the night of the murder?
Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Chinery, the home of the great Baron Roger. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grinwy and the Baron about business stuff.
Business stuff?
All the three of them own a railway company together. So off route dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I really didn't understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took a photograph. That was a lot more fun.
Sorry, a man with a what took your what?
Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny box sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture.
We are in the year of our Lord 2016. Sorry, it's a pretty timeline joke. Like when they first introduced color pictures in Apollo Justice, and that's fucking 2026.
Mm,
Man.
wow. Technology is amazing.
I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson.
Sure. Let me believe.
Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Narrator.
The camera has been added to your evidence folder.
I love the idea of Falcon making notes like camera takes pictures.
Please continue, Dame Cataline.
So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. It was all ripped open. The housemaid saw me standing over the froggy Monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. Such a blur.
It must have been terrifying.
It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Is there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon?
Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening?
Well, there was me and my papa, my dearest mama, and couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rogel, who hosted the dinner party, and his housemaid, Colleen, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenby. Well, until, he died. And then there was Monsieur Robito de Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening?
Suspicious?
Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon?
Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer.
You got me.
I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very more normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident.
I see.
Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance.
I did?
Dame Catalin said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was.
You and your damn stomach, man.
Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter.
Go on.
Then a marbled steak, served perfectly bloody rare.
Glorious. Falcon, write this down.
I don't think it's the right way, after all, it's a red herring, my dear boy. What? This possibly can't be relevant to the case.
Write it all down. Please, for me.
Fine, fine.
Red herring has been added to your evidence folder.
Communism was nothing but a red herring.
Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder.
Here's a bloody rare steak for these kind of prices these days.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Madison, allow me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach.
Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange we weren't given any cutlery.
No cutlery? Even for the steak?
Nope. You would think that the Great Baron of Chateau's Greenery would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen.
That is a little peculiar.
Is there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon?
No, I think that'll be all.
So what's the plan now, Falcon?
The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to the Chateau Chirier and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down a supposed photographer, Monsieur Roberto de Rubino.
2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable.
But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go?
You
No, that's my line.
have a line to say. Yes. I was,
yeah, I do. I do, actually. You
It's like
do
Falcon,
believe my
you
story,
are
don't
still
you?
here.
Ooh.
Justice!
Ooh. Ooh.
Justice!
It is it is very tempting.
He's not here. We can get away with it. Just do it.
Yep, sure.
How to get away with justice.
Dame Kathleen, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth of the situation. I believe in justice.
Justice? That's
Everybody gets one.
fear? Question mark?
You're not wrong, Falcon. But that's not what the lady needs to hear. You might want to work on being less of a... how to put it... fils de pure.
If serving justice makes me a fil de pure, then I'll wear that title proudly.
I presume that means something like asshole, but okay.
That means literally son of a bitch.
Wow.
Dame Kathleen, Monsieur Granwy, Baron Rogue. These names are all a bit confusing, aren't they?
Not particularly.
Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so I can keep track of who everyone is.
Oh, what?
A Facebook! It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalogue.
I've
In
no
the
idea what.
future, it'll even be electronically logged.
I think
dear.
I think you're losing your.
Court records, Sparrowson.
I think you're losing your marbles, Patterson. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though.
I haven't had marbles since I was 3. Careful, one my mum threw them
He
all
will,
away.
he will call it Bebo instead. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook.
Hal says, I too believe that trials and tribulations will lead to justice for all. Or was that the other way around?
You can access a list of people you have met at any time by clicking the booked symbol.
Let's make a move. Okay.
Born to King 4.
The game saves automatically at the start of each new day. But you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing the escape key.
All right, then. So we've got 2 potential locations to go to. Again, it'll take all day to visit one of them. We've got 2 days for the investigation. That's fine. Also, quick question. How is the voice for Falcon? I was going for a Holmesian style, kind of like
I like it. I really
dig it.
like
Yeah,
it.
I like
It
it.
works very much.
upper crust British.
If I may, you could take a bit more time with Falcon. Like he might not be like very quick. It's like Sparrowson is more the one. I think Falcon would be like composing his dialogues a bit more.
Fair enough. Okay, Studio de Bravino. So, this is the studio of that famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Wait, there's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robizio de Mirabino, is currently out on an artistic expedition.
Did you hear that, Sparrowson? Did you call the fuzz, as they said?
Sorry, it's the area I live in. Seriously,
there's a zombie outbreak, so Hot Fuzz is on the on the case.
It's fine. I was just playfully ribbling.
He shall return when his muses sees fit.
So he went out drinking.
When his muse sees fit. What does that even mean?
I think it means that he's a pretentious bird brain. But in any case, the artist seems to be out.
Out for lunch.
What shall we do now?
Ooh, should we knock anyway, in case someone is actually
Yeah.
out?
Must
We
be
should
a
not
housekeeper
anyway.
here.
How about we do anyway?
Yeah.
We should pry.
We should knock anyway.
All right. I don't see the harm.
How do you knock when you only have wings?
They have
Well,
hands.
woodpeckers.
Woodpeckers.
They do have hands, though.
Nope. We have beaks. It doesn't seem like he's in, Falcon.
Okay, just let me have this.
Oh, this is this.
Oh, chaos!
Let's go. We can always come back.
Break in. I want to break in. I want to break
Well,
in.
There's nothing else to do. Let's make a move.
Yeah. I hate the feeling of a wasted trip. Is there really nothing else we can do?
Disrespect your surroundings.
Well,
The game wants you to be a miscreant. Wow.
it's fairly unbecoming of a lawyer, but I suppose we could try to break in.
What? Are you serious?
Maybe.
Monsieur J.J. Falcon. I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against this reckless displays of unlawful barbarism.
I object to that statement, Sparrison. Only my mother calls me JJ.
You thought that was JJ Falcon, but it was me, Dio!
Oh no.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over.
It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down.
Okay.
Wait, just like that? Should we discuss this first?
Too
No.
late. He's already running up.
Get out of my way. Charge.
What in bird Jesus' name was that?
You said you wanted to break in.
You heard the man. Bird Jesus.
You scared the bear Jesus out of me.
I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn it into a bird-sized cannonball. Now we're here, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... Swanky.
Swanky?
I was going to say ostentatious.
That's just swanky talk for swanky.
We don't have time... The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out.
It came in like a wrecking ball.
In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest, and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you have had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Select an area to examine.
Won't rest until I've inspected every single nook and cranny.
Yes.
I see a bourgeois tigress profile. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is.
I could taste test it.
You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not.
If you get a faint almond whiff, then yeah, that's not great.
Yes. Also, that dialogue confirms its person is Maya.
I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps.
I
Oh.
forgot this part.
Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. One too many times if you and I lost a day arguing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. A butterfly. Or maybe a moth? Difficult to tell in black and white. This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside.
You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die?
No, he got demoted.
Terrible.
I'm not gonna even dignify that with a bread and da 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 da.
No, because that joke was actually in the game.
A lighthouse? No, wait. It's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint into my head sideways...
It's a black smudge, Falcon.
This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell.
That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through his person's belongings.
It's cool, we're lawyers.
It's cool, we're lawyers.
Yeah.
It's fine. if they don't catch you, it's perfectly legal.
Should we go with the actual answer of very illegal, or should we just go with it's cool, we're lawyers?
It's cool, we're
We're
lawyers.
lawyers.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's... Okay, a recently passed amendment allows reported amounts of property damage in the pursuit of criminal evidence.
I don't think that's correct. Your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials.
It sounds like you're starting to turn the finer points of the French justice system, Miss Barrison.
Hell yeah, property damage! He then picks up the poker and throws it through a painting.
This is a picture of a fence.
It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite.
Dear Lord, sir, stop.
Never! Okay, I'm done. No more fence posts. Puns.
Fence posts. Perfect slip of the tongue. 10 out of 10.
A picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. Okay, so that is... Oh, not everything. There's one last... Oh, there's the chandelier.
A chandelier! You should get one of those for the office.
I don't have the money for that sort of luxury.
Honestly, those things are fucking expensive. So.
They are.
Yeah.
And I guess, how about a dying pot plant? Hey Falcon, look!
What? It's just an easel?
No, look at what's on the easel.
Oh, wow. This must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Cataline, and I think that's Signor Patois, Cataline's father.
What shall we do? Do we just take this?
We should take
We
it.
should take it.
Yeah, how else
We're-
will we get
we're
it,
here already.
court record?
We've come this far, we may as well borrow it.
Studio photograph has been stolen and added to your evidence folder.
No, borrowed.
Borrowed.
Look, this narrator has morals.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
I believe that is everything.
I already
Yeah, I
raided
think-
his chocolate store.
Okay, that's everything, so let's leave. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves and draw the local constabulary.
Sounds good to me. Excuse me while I continue
That's-
eating what's left of this
It would be it would be
Easter egg
the
that I've had ever since Easter.
it'd be the gendarme, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I have no idea.
Uh-oh!
Okay, casting director Robino.
Alrighty. Oh, Rubinho.
Hmm.
Okay.
Robino.
Robin.
Robin-
I don't have a picture for
Rubinho.
this one.
Maybe Burr?
I was thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah.
I could take him. Oh, mon dear, what happened to my door?
To tell the truth, lie.
That's what happens when you don't have a mahogany door.
Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them.
Yeah, weasels. They're all like, let's break into this odd guy's house. And then we were like, no, weasels! You cannot do that. That would be illegal. And then they were like,
We chased them off. That's the important thing.
Well, thank you, I suppose.
Let's make a move. A trial day is approaching fast.
right, let's go.
It's not going to question the guy at all, is it?
That's fine.
The next
Yeah.
day.
Chateau...
Clinier.
Cognac,
Could be
whatever.
could be Clinier. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Clinier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows.
Sultana?
Music is super nice.
Sultan?
The
Yes.
music is lovely.
Yeah, it
Really
is. It is.
great.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Aw.
I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, you see.
I knew that was going to happen. I was counting on it.
That's a very nasty cough.
Hang on, I'm
Coughing exactly like a 3-year-old toddler does.
Basically, yes.
They read the font. Santan. Right?
So,
I think that-
I think it's
I think it's a U.
Sultan.
Yeah,
it's
Sultan.
Sultan.
Sautane.
Okay, thank you.
I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change?
You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do?
Ooh, I don't think we should give
Venerate-
nothing.
The narrator will be judging you on your answers.
Thank you, narrator.
You receive nothing. Good day.
Maybe the narrator would like to offer their opinion on what we should give. No?
I
No,
just
do you-
again, the narrator is just taking notes.
Do you want to be stingy or do you want to be generous?
I think it's 10's about half what we've got. And we might need that.
The narrator would be so judgmental.
That's half what we've got, which might be very useful going forward. Without knowing what's going to happen, I think giving away half of our lot is a lot. Let's give 1 for now. Here you go. Stay safe, madam.
Many thanks to you, messieurs.
That was pretty generous of you, Falcon.
Times are tough. Making sure Mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. What am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on,
For
Sparrowson.
fuck's sake, not again.
We've got business to attend to. What's that? What's up?
The narrator gives you 1+1 point to your morality meter.
Yeah.
If
I
you hear a drill in the background of my general area, no, you don't.
Ah, the people. You're doing. Your neighbour's doing the dance of their people. I see.
Mhm.
Falcon and Sparrowson step foot into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Clinier.
Sparrowson, I didn't know this game had a morality system. Did you?
It does now.
I had no idea, Falcon. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Roguel. Roguel. Must be loaded.
More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine.
I was talking about the name. That thing's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Is
And
he
he
here right
has
now?
a get out of jail free card too.
Yes, he's the smug-looking asshole with the impressive mane.
Ah,
But you must
dear.
approach him out of his stature with tact and finesse.
JJ Falcon said eat the rich.
Hey, Baron!
I mean,
We'd like a word!
he's a falcon, of course he'd eat the rich and the poor.
Hmm.
How's that?
Spallerton, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Going through.
I might take him because
Would you like him?
we don't want either Ebag or Lemming talking to himself.
Yeah,
Just yet.
unless they want to. Yeah. Just
Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rorgay, property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be, or investigators?
Yep, we're policemen. Hands up.
Now we're
No,
avocados.
we're attorneys.
Well, not quite. I'm a private attorney, JJ Falcon, and this is my associate, Spallerton.
Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to have passed through here today.
Oh?
Yes, this jumpy twitchy fellow came in this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious.
Be right back, everyone. I just heard the door slam. I'll be right back.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, also, in the meantime, fun fact, Orgay is French for a pride of lions.
Oh, that's
This
cool.
is why,
Oh.
this is why I found this on the internet. This is why the Baron Orgay is called this way. There's a lot of puns in this game. I especially love the last name Demiao.
Yeah, the meow.
The meow.
Yeah, and also
Like,
there's per in the father of the defendant. There's a per in his name, Per Toi de Meow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great. I love that kind of like plays on words.
I'm honestly so glad that we're playing this.
Yeah.
Like, I was already laughing on my own playing this game, but like
Yeah.
doing this with this group, amazing.
Yeah. Also the art style. My gosh, the art style.
Mm.
So pretty.
And I do love that even this game brings up like the ladder versus the step ladder debate. Like, that's just that's just really good.
Yes.
Yeah, like let's not go back to that old argument.
Hmm.
Let us not go to Aviary Attorney. 'Tis a silly place.
I do also love that Ebek is basically slipping into his Edgeworth voice.
Yeah.
For
What was that?
Falcon.
What was that about
It-
my
it
Edgeworth
works
voice?
really well.
What's that?
No, nothing.
I had something about my Edgeworth voice. What was it? Go on. What was it?
You're basically slipping into your Edgeworth voice for Falcon, which I really like actually.
I still will try to go a bit. I'm trying to be more British
Yes.
than that,
Yeah.
but
Definitely,
yeah.
you're going past Edgeworth on this like spectrum.
Yes.
yeah,
In full tilt
Yeah.
into JJ Falcon Holmesian bullshittery. It's great.
yeah, bullshit. Yeah. That was just it was just my partner. He was basically opening the door. It's fine. Because we're here on lonesome. So whenever I hear the door go, I'm like, what's that? Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
okay.
That's fair.
Has the line been read?
We did, I think.
Yes.
Do you know who he was, Spallerton?
Perhaps. I'm a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial.
A friend of yours?
Something like that.
So, what may I do for you, messieurs?
Please tell me you don't have some kind of childhood trauma, Sparrowson, and this person is your long-lost boyfriend or something. It's most tropey, and I will not stand for tropey in my office.
I will not stand for trophy in my office.
No, it's a childhood rival trope. I know these things.
We were nestmates.
Oh dear. And they were nestmates.
A rabbit
Oh
and a
my
sparrow?
god, they were nestmates.
We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening.
Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scenes for yourself.
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, be my guest. You will find a garden where the murder occurred through the back doors.
Put our service to the test.
Yes.
There we go.
You may also be interested in a lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding the photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process and we don't have digital cameras yet. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time.
That's no good for us. The trial may be over by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you when you're done with your investigations.
So, where shall we go first?
Select a room to investigate.
I guess the murder scene is the kind of place to begin.
Yeah.
Got it. Dame Catherine said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon! Do the crime scene investigation thing.
The crime scene investigation thing?
Yeah, you know, the thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You then notice what's wrong, put on a pair of sunglasses, and a noise happens.
I knew you were going there and I hate it because I was thinking in the same direction. Dang it.
Do you mean search for evidence?
Yeah, do that.
And then a theme song by The Who starts playing.
That's not a bad suggestion. That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. Okay, let's have a look here. Starting from left to right, as I always do. Another beautifully made horse statue.
You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
Oh, I'm going to regret this. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep, eventually we realized we were just filling up on hors d'oeuvres.
Terrible.
That doesn't even work.
The narrator is thinking that Sparrowson is tempting fate.
I'm perfect for this character.
A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike.
Would you say it behooves you to stroke it?
No. No, I would not.
Keep this up or we're drowning you in the fountain.
Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Mr. Grenouille died.
Do you see any bloody footprints? Ooh, maybe a name scrawled in blood, written in the frog's last breath.
No.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase.
Well, we know it wasn't Will Smith. He didn't leave any fresh prints.
The
Sparrows-
narrator thinks Sparrowson is
Sparrowson.
really testing my patience.
Sparrowson, do I pay you extra for these puns, or are they inclusive in your set?
They're part of my deal.
I think Sparrowson pays himself from your petty cash.
Pretty much, yeah.
Probably.
This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we didn't see inside the upper basin from here. We can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in, take a closer look, just to be sure. Sparrowson, you go first.
Yeah, I suppose I
Oh.
should.
Wait for it. It's going to be even better.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin.
Me? No way! If I want to go wading, if you want to go wading, do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around in a fountain like a duck in a lake.
Well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it.
Yeah, flip you into the...
That also works.
I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face? Or plant squiggles?
Squiggles.
Heads. Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor.
Here I go! It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim.
Fine. Hold my shoes.
Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip.
I still love this.
Thinks he can punish me for doing puns. I almost feel bad for cheating.
Almost.
Almost.
God damn
Ah,
it.
you're back. Had a good swim.
No,
That wasn't even on purpose.
I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though.
What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a...
Very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rigriel? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all.
I was literally going to say that. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case.
Not exactly the piece of shit that Sparrowson thought it was has been added to your evidence folder.
When he said something brown and sticky, I thought he was just going to be, I found a stick! Is there anything else we need to do here?
Hmm.
Some more horses.
More horses.
There
Oh.
are more horses. Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
you are.
Baron Rigriel certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the whole statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Baby should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding.
I couldn't actually. That's a fair.
Fair valid
A
point.
horse statue. This one has a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar, and the barkeep says,
Why the long face? Yes, yes, we've all heard that one.
"What? No." The barkeep says, "You gotta stop coming in here. You're drinking us under the stable."
I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes.
Badumts.
The,
He
narra-
says by
the
pulling
narrator
horse through
thinks
himself.
the narrator thinks that Falcon shouldn't start either.
You hold no power here, narrator.
Or would that be neither?
No.
Yeah. I think we're done here.
The narrator is also done here.
Clearly.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time.
The narrator
Don't
is a
push me.
naysayer.
Don't push your luck. Or I'll dock your salary.
I'll make
Ouch.
it back in other ways. A lot of this character isn't even like on the screen.
No, she's not even in frame.
No.
Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
See what?
That housemaid totally just did something shifty.
Shifty?
She just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
I would like to take Colleen actually. If no
Yeah,
one else is.
I just cast you. Go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yes, are you two policemen?
No, we're private attorneys. My name is J.J. Falcon.
And I'm Sparrowson.
Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Hotel. So, what can I help you, Monsieur, with today?
We investigated the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
That's fine. Just let me grab a chair. Hello, I'm in frame now. That's better. What is it you wanted to ask?
What is there in your pockets, sis?
We're looking
Nothing.
for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. You wouldn't happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh, yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon.
And where was the camera pointed?
Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location.
Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
I know. The painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands.
That clock has never had hands in all years of work here. I think Baron Rogel just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Really indeed. Really indeed. Oh, can I not investigate the photograph?
Nope.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working.
It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make note of it.
Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder.
Is there something else you wanted to ask?
You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were you were police officers.
Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess?
No. I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. I plead the fifth.
All right, audience. Oh, not audience, but audience and also the cast. What do we think? Ease off or pressure?
Pressure. Under pressure.
Hold it.
All right. Are you sure there isn't anything you're hiding?
It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts.
Right, and... Wait, what? No! That's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson.
It totally is. It isn't? Oh. What do we do then?
We bullshit.
I'll tell you later.
Honestly, because I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask?
No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You have been a huge help.
It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing chicken. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams, and well, never mind. I'm rambling.
Take care of yourself, pal. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although, I should probably ask, I just suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps?
Know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
That's one mystery solved at least.
So the giraffe is a kleptomaniac?
Yes,
Yeah, and does that mean she stole all the silverware in the manor?
yes.
Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder.
I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust that I already broke, but who was keeping score?
I see.
So where next, Big Bird?
Well, I guess it's the main hall. Back to the main hall.
Yeah. You've seen all the things? Why not?
Did you as yet have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
We had a good look. Thank you, Baron. But we actually have some questions for you.
Please ask away. I have nothing to hide.
Good. Did you kill him?
Yes, sorry, no.
I met your housemaid, Colleen Divvot.
She's a gorgeous young lady, isn't she? She has a fantastic pair of nogs.
That's a reference.
The narrator is seriously docking points for Roger for being a pervert.
Fair.
Fair.
Oh, come on, his aristocracy and he's a millionaire.
Yeah. No. I get the reference to what it is.
The narrator is docking even more points.
Yes, she is more than willing to help us with our investigation. Sparrowson, what a nooks.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
I'm glad to hear it. Where did you two want to add something else?
Well, what happened to the night of the murder? Baron Regil, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder.
Am I in trouble now?
That remains to be seen, sir. We'll see.
We'll see.
That remains to be seen, as I so rightly just said, sir.
Does it now? I don't particularly care for your tone.
I don't particularly care for your hat, sir. So look at it.
Oh, that a weird FTW.
Look at it. It's way too large for your head. I'm just asking questions, Baron. I hate saying that. Given the context of today. I hate that come out of my mouth. But I am just asking you questions, Baron. If you have nothing to hide, then you should be able to give a straight answer.
Ellipsis. Listen well, garçon. I make more money in 10 minutes than you make in a week. I pay extortionate amounts of taxes to the government so the low lackeys like you can keep your coasty jobs. And yet, you have the audacity to waltz into my own house and accuse me of being a murderer? You have 10 seconds to get off my property, or I'll ensure that your next trial you attend will be your own.
It does bear mentioning that we're private attorneys. Ellipses.
Don't say anything.
What was it you told me as we went in? Let's act with kind tact and finesse.
Shut up.
What was it you called me? Drunken warthog?
I don't need this. I'm going back to the office.
Very well. I'll say one last thing. Anything.
One day later.
Okay.
I was waiting for that. Thank you.
The Palace de Justice. Off we go.
Falcon and Sparrowson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance.
Are you nervous, Falcon?
Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case. 2 days. We only had 2 days to prepare. How are we expected to get anything done in that time frame?
Tom your feathers, Falcon. We can do this.
Monsieur Falcon, petite person. Is there anything you need me to do?
No. We've got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Let's move it along, fellas. Sorry, I'm trying to find the Aviary Attorney lore. Pardon me.
I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
We will. Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
You don't look ready.
I don't feel ready. Alright, so we got Judge Maximin.
Yep, I have pictures of these ones.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. Judge.
I was going to say, I've been making the joke about the narrator being sort of a judge here. I feel like this could be poetic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
I
You
literally was
should
th-
take it.
You should-
I literally was just thinking, I hope Laura takes this, hope Laura takes this, hope Laura takes this.
And then we have the prosecutor Remington.
And I was thinking that Remington should be key.
Alrighty. I'll take
Mhm,
Remington then.
That sounds nice. Right. All right. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here?
JJ Falcon, present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Rupert Remington present. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Ready as prosecution, Your Honor. Don, that's not it. Oh gosh, where are my notes?
Ha! I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh? Was he smart?
No. He always scored second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the look of his 2 rabbits' feet. Unless he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
I think I know who had the worst marks.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in class, then who scored the lowest?
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate.
I plead the fifth.
Here it is. Him. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Are the jury all present?
Oh God, there's a jury.
Yeah, there's a jury.
Hmm.
All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Wait. The narrator's going to break their one very important rule here. Could you say this is a menagerie?
Oh!
Waka
That sound you can hear, audience, is the sound of me slowly turning within myself, inside out.
Dying, yes. I'm right there with you.
I turn in on myself with such velocity and power that I actually...
With the character you've been voicing, you have no right to complain.
I split the atoms within myself and become a new black hole.
Dear.
Hey, Falcon! I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those two birds with the funny hats are essieurs, the associate judges.
Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Catalin de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, are we there already? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Valerti, to witness stand.
Inspector Valerti, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
My name is John Giovanni.
And
Wow.
I'm Javert.
And I'm Javert. Did you forget my name?
Do not forget me. 24601. I mean, Burr did already make the chauffeur joke long before, which was the reason the casting was already decided, because you said you wanted that one.
Of course.
Monsieur, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record. I turned French there for a little bit.
It's fine,
My
you're
name
France.
is Inspector Just Volerti. I'm a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague the city. This I swear
I
by
am-
the stars.
I am the law.
The law is not
I am
mocked.
the Senate. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago.
Now let's stick to the questions,
Crunch.
Inspector.
She crunch, Your Honor.
Give me a second.
Oh.
There we go.
Yes,
More
perfect.
French.
I wanted to tell my tale, but apparently there's no one who wants to hear the drama, the action.
I'd like to hear it, just not here.
No backstories. No origins.
Oh, great. I was hoping we could have had one of those bubbly, cuddly officers. Instead, we're stuck with lawful goody two-suit.
That Inspector Lawful Goody Two-Shoes for you.
I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering.
I stole a loaf of bread.
One step in front of the bread line.
These guys
So,
don't appreciate I'm broke.
So, God damn it. So, Inspector, is it true that you're the lead investigator on the case?
That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Perhaps you could walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival?
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Roguet. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Catalin de Miao. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor.
Bloody pause. No one told me of that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You have to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this.
You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
See, I told you.
Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony.
Contradictions,
Select-
if you will.
Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press and probably say, hang on or hold it,
and press the witness for more information. Ask the right questions to bring truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Nobody likes a time waster. Select a statement to question.
I think that would be a good. It would be a good idea to do a confidence save, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the jury does get upset with you in this game if you fuck around too much.
Oh. An Ace Attorney spoof game with a fuck around and find out more.
Oh, we actually begin this. Okay, we actually begin. Okay,
Oh no.
Oh no!
Whoops.
okay, that's fine. I was gonna answer nothing there.
You can just skip through, it's fine.
Yeah. So confidence saving is not a thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not know the game worked that way.
Nor did I, so it's fine.
Neither did I, so it's fine.
We made a discovery! Already
The
on.
menagerie.
Cross-examination.
The narrator already said this shit.
Don't
Okay.
worry about it, it's fine.
All right, so this is where we're going to be a bit more involved in the conversation here. So we were allowed to put this in by the houseman. I mean, okay. Let's see. We found Dame Cass. Okay, at the scene of the crime, that's not. I don't think that was in dispute. Scene of the crime. Slice of.
The sliced open corpse that I have not heard about him being sliced open.
We definitely should question the blood on the paws. I think.
Yeah.
Excusez-moi, Inspector. You say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws.
Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict.
How much blood?
Hold on, because that might be blood from the bloody steak, and they had no cutlery because the giraffe stole all of it.
Yeah, because I don't think asking whose is going to help because there's no blood like DNA testing or anything, is there? So
No, we're in 1800s.
exactly. So it's going to be how much blood was
Yeah.
there? How much blood was there on the lady's paws, Inspector?
Enough for it to be clear that she had dirtied her hands on the victim's body. We noticed blood under the suspect's nails, around her fingertips, and even a little around her mouth.
The mouth? How rude. How vile.
The Inspector's answers seem pretty definitive.
Do you have another question about the blood on Dame Cataline's paws?
Do we have any more questions?
Wait a second.
Maybe?
But if the... Hang on.
You
Brain
already-
blast! Eureka, if you will. But why would it be on her mouth if
Yeah.
this happened? But didn't we have something early? Some evidence early? That may...
We can have.
We had the steak.
The steak, bloody.
Yeah.
It's a bloody rare steak, basically like in and out 5 seconds. So
Yeah, and there was eaten
Not
with
even
hands.
cooked.
Yeah.
sounds like something that could be a.
Whose blood was it? We might as well ask it. Whose blood was it?
Ha! What a question. It was Monsieur Granouille's, of course.
How could you be so sure?
Okay.
Okay, you right?
Prosecutor?
Sorry. I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Gouy. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille?
I do. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder at all.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
Oh, my dear old friend. On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak.
Is this true, Monsieur Labington?
Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose steak must have been on the menu.
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
What?
Well,
Well, wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
it is a possibility.
No.
Intriguing.
Pretty convincing.
You gained a little favor with the jury, with a menagerie.
All right, let it go.
Oh, no.
So, Inspector, Flaherty, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Now, hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with a flawless etiquette and perfect table manners.
Why, thank you.
At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Oh, that is a good question. Or at least, it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet, something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws. Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen.
Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
We weren't aware of anything missing from the Rogue residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rogue approached us about this very subject last night. Innocent,
What a
perhaps?
twist.
You gained a little favor with the jury. Right.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Lags? My investigation? Judge, I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer in the force, and I will soon bring the updated report.
Well, then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. There's my dig on the French.
Eh,
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Damn, the judge dropping mics here.
I drop fucking firebombs from here.
Ellipsis. Fine, so be it. But yes, until next time.
Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robitio Robinio, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder.
Monsieur Robitio Robinho, please approach the stand and recite the oath.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest.
Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record?
As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Robitio Robinho, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I complete them. I capture their very essence. Je suis l'artiste d'un peep. You may have seen my works in hip magazines La Branche or Chouette. I can send you tweets if you like.
What on earth is a tweet?
Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon. It's the 19th century. Get with the times already.
Yes. Your works are very impressive, Monsieur Robinio, but let's get down to business. Could you tell us your activities on the night of the murder?
Very well. So first I defeated the Huns, and then I was hired by Baron Orgate to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening, pointed my camera, and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Orgate and left.
Like a true artist.
And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph?
I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you can all see for yourselves.
Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see, what do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Orgate, the line who hosted the event. On the left, we see Signor Pourtois de Mial, the father of dependent Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colleen de Hart, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Grandouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Rabbington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That does not mean they were in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet.
The prosecution may continue.
Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30.
But
Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Voletti told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of murder, save for Dame Cataline herself.
I bet we don't have the clock hands on our photo.
It bothers me that I just can't look at the
Yeah,
photograph in its
right.
entirety.
Lemming?
Spitterson.
Nibbing.
I had muted my microphone to do stuff and forgot I'd
Oh.
muted.
Oh, no.
I said
no.
all that and nobody heard.
Sorry.
Hey, Falcon, that photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different to the one we borrowed from Rubinio Studio.
I see it too. Our photograph shows Colleen de Hot, Dame Kathleen, and Senior Potois. Monsieur Rubino's photograph shows Baron Rogil, where Dame Kathleen should be standing. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way, maybe using a thing like a photo shop or something.
You should just slam the evidence down. Be like, bam! Inconsistency! This whole courtroom is out of order. Case closed.
I can't do that.
Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with your words.
No, I mean, I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained. If I were to present it, Monsieur Rubino would ask how we acquired it, and the whole trial could derail. In a worst case scenario, I could lose my legal license. We'd be arrested for theft.
Evidence
Oh.
law.
Well, we don't want that.
No, we don't. I should tread lightly.
Yeah,
Go on.
evidence law, what is that?
Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. The defense may proceed.
It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock solid evidence.
Cross-examination.
Camera.
I'm wondering if we're feeling all right because we're going for quite a while. We would usually break.
Just
time at
break
this point.
now,
Are we
yeah.
going to? Are we
Yes.
going to?
We are going to have a break, so let's do a break now.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back as we have a quick break just to refill our drinks and just, relieve ourselves. We won't be too long. We'll see you soon, everyone, as we'll solve
We'll be
this
back after
soon.
this break.
These messages.
These messages.
We are back and we are once again returning to Aviary Attorney as we are going to continue this now. The question is, what statement do we question here?
7 p.m. Set up the camera. Use the 1 minute photograph.
The fact he built the Baron...
We
Go on.
can't question the photograph, I'm guessing.
I think it's 7 p.m. because if I
7
remember
PM, yeah, I
correctly,
think
they were talking about like
The time.
6:30.
Mm,
So how are you setting up at 7 then?
Also, I'm thinking that it might be based on what he saw, what he thinks he saw on the clock in the room that had no hands.
Monsieur Romino, you say that you arrived at 7 o'clock.
Give or take a couple of minutes, yes.
How do you know that you arrived at 7?
Well, the clock in my house read 6:45 when I left, and the walk to Chateau Crinier was about 15 minutes. I didn't claim to be a flawless timekeeper, but I'm a professional. I always stick to an appointment.
Do you have another question about Rubinio's time of arrival?
No, he's already given us the details, I think. If we badger him, I think we're going to be a bit... Nah.
Yeah. We're gonna be in the contempt of court.
Oh, wait, no. It was just asking you, do you want to answer the question? How long did it take to set up? How long did it take to set up your camera?
It took perhaps 25 minutes to find a shooting location, put together the camera, ready to film.
So you arrived at 7, and the photograph took place at 7:30, and you spent 25 minutes setting up. That leaves 5 minutes unaccounted for.
Falcon, sure you aren't suggesting that Mr. Rapidio did something nefarious in this small window of time?
No.
No. But someone else
Horse
could.
and whiskers.
Not
But
at all.
bless him for trying to... Bless him for trying to spell nefarious as well. Nefarious.
I'm just trying to piece together the evening's events.
I spent a little time talking with Baron Horgay when I arrived. And that's probably where the rest of the time went.
Okay. Right. Should we question about the camera?
What's there to question?
Well, if he set up at 25 minutes past, and he says something like, "Oh, it takes about 10 minutes to develop," then we have then, you know, I'm just spitballing here. I'd like to ask about the camera itself.
Go on.
How exactly does this fangled contraption work?
I'm afraid that's a patent trade secret.
Oh, but it is a mechanical device, yes. You point it at something, and then it kicks and whirs and outshoots the photograph?
That's such quite a crass explanation. It is true that I point and click, but that only creates a negative, a prototype of sorts. I then have to develop the photograph, and that takes time.
How much time exactly?
Around 4 days. This photograph is hot off the press, if you will.
Did you have 4 days, though?
I suppose that does explain why the Baron hasn't received his photograph yet.
I suppose maybe.
Can a camera make a mistake? I think that's a ridiculous question to ask, but let's ask it. Can a camera ever make mistakes?
No, that's a question only an imbecilic, technophobic Philistine could ask.
I did not question what a tweet was.
Yeah. No, monsieur. The camera is a flawless device. My photographs offer a perfect reflection of reality. Nothing more, nothing less.
Then why are there clock hands in your
So,
photograph?
if there were an inconsistency between a photograph and reality, what would that imply?
An odd question. I don't think such a thing could ever be possible.
But if one were to see such a thing,
Falcon, stop dancing around the point and tell us what you're trying to get at.
there is a mistake in the photograph. I see a mistake in the photograph.
A mistake? Impossible. I just told you, monsieur. The camera is a perfect unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless.
Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific.
Certainly. But the area of the photograph that contains a mistake. It is this area.
Look.
The clock in this photograph. There's something not right about it.
Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Remington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with this clock in that picture. The photograph clearly shows the clock hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crinier has no hands.
It has no hands.
The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron O'Greel or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Rubino, how would you explain this discrepancy?
Yeah, I don't know how I sweat because I'm a bird, but I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless.
Look, for that is what you are, sir. There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in the printing process.
An error precisely where the clock hand should be? Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Roberino, edited this photograph.
Edited?
I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering the clock face was bare. You could even speculate. One could even speculate that specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
I...
Falcon, your reasoning's absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robino created a perfect alibi.
Oh.
Of course, this raises further questions. Who is this witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robrino coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough! Silence! Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robrino.
Fine, you got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille?
What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that includes adding hands to the clock.
You were ordered? By whom?
I dare not say.
Monsieur Rubino, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You were pledged to speak without fear, after all.
With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of justice system. I shall name no names.
His claws? Did you hear that, Falcon?
That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinho, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You should be charged with perjury in due course.
I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for a failure as an artist. Good day, messieurs.
You gained a little favor with the menagerie.
And we're back to it.
Yay!
Oh.
Oh dear. So the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent as close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Rabington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered to be reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
What are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Pourtois de Miao, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Pourtois to implicate his own daughter.
Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rogale deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Lavington, I am not here to throw accusations. That is the job of you, the prosecutor. However...
And don't call me Shirley. Perhaps I should offer my opinion.
Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Tense?
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections?
No. No objections here, Your Honor.
Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Oh, okay. Baron Rogale, on the night of the,
Get on with it, man. The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Conway left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Signor Pourtois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversations, and we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Conway and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here. I'm gonna quick drop out. Somebody take it. I got a quick meat snack.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron.
You can handle the truth. Very well then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Roquet, am a honest man.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
That's an honest.
Cross-examination.
If that is an
I'll
honest.
get that one.
If that is an honest man, Sparrowson, then I am a turkey. We've already seen that the dinner went. The dinner went Isn't it weird that he says the dinner went magnificently when there was cutlery missing?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But Rocky, I'd like to ask about the dinner you served that evening.
Very well, ask away.
Regarding the. Oh, it's almost too tempting.
Regarding-
It's almost too
Regarding
tempting.
Yes.
Now, about this red herring.
Yes, what about it?
I'm not sure, but I feel it's of vital importance to the case.
I'll take Rabbington for the time being then. Falcon, I just want to clarify this. Are you saying you wish to pursue the red herring?
Yes, I wish to pursue the red herring.
Are you
Yes.
insane?
I wish to closely examine and question the piece of evidence that is overly labelled as a red herring. This is the type of bird this is the type of bird that I am. I see a trail that clearly veers away from my goal, but I follow it anyway. Perhaps the path leads to better things. Perhaps it leads to failure. What matters is that my curiosity is satisfied.
You're a strange bird, Falcon.
The menagerie are confused by your rambling, but they appreciate your honesty. You don't gain or lose any favor with them.
The red herring?
Don't worry. about
Dang.
it.
Can we please return to the case at hand?
Yes, I do. Earlier today, we established that silverware was stolen from your residence prior to the banquet.
Indeed, I am aware of whom the culprit is, but I have decided not to press charges.
It is curious, then, that you decide to serve steak. Isn't it what one would describe as finger food, after all?
I don't know about that, Falcon. With the right attitude, all food can be finger food.
If you're brave enough.
This is not a Macca's, my dear associate.
Sparrow just said, any food's finger food if you're not a coward.
If you're brave enough.
Which is also
Yes.
on brand Maya Core.
Yes, it is absolutely my call.
I need a crossover
So-
for those two.
I'm not some peasant to order Le Mac. There's nothing curious about this, Signor Portois. Named Catalina, vocal lovers of rare steak. I was merely suiting to needs.
Besides, what other choice did the Baron have, Falcon? Some vegetable broth like a common peasant?
Do be quiet, prosecutor. You sound ridiculous.
I never. So sorry, Baron.
No. So he left to visit the guy. What's his relationship with Mr. Granwy? Well, Rogier, I have some questions about Monsieur Granwy.
God rest his soul.
What was your relation to Monsieur Granwy prior to his demise?
We were business partners. Monsieur Granwy, Senior Portois de Meow, and myself all owned a third share of up-and-coming railway company.
Excuse the crassness of this question, but that means that you and Senior Portois would now own half of the company each, correct?
Correct. I suppose there's a slight glimmer of benefit that arose from this foul situation. But, Monsieur, you must understand that Monsieur Granwy and I were friends as much as we were business associates. I mourned a man's passing, hence the black top hat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why did Monsieur Granwy leave to visit the garden?
I believe he wanted some fresh air. The steak did not sit well with him, I fear.
Oh, I see. But that is quite coincidental timing, isn't it?
How so?
Well, Monsieur Grenouille felt sick and left the room just after the photographer arrived, and just before the murder occurred. One might draw a link between the food and the sickness.
Hold on, Falcon. Surely you aren't suggesting that Monsieur Gonwi's food was poisoned in some way.
I'm not. No. There is nothing to indicate poisoning. I just found the timing somewhat puzzling.
There is nothing puzzling about it. Monsieur Conway always had a soft stomach. It's really no surprise that he can keep down a good rare steak.
No. Let's talk about the garden. Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden for ourselves. What's with all the horses? If I may ask, what's with all the horses?
I beg your pardon?
There are all these horses and cherub statues in your garden. To be frank, we found the whole thing a little weird. That, and I could not sustain Spellhorse's inane puns.
I'm not
Could the
stopping.
fence please stop horsing around?
Oh my god, it's contagious.
Clearly it is.
The judge makes no apologies. This can't possibly have any relevance to the case.
Nay, Your Honor, it doesn't. But hey, you can't bray a man for trying.
Stop!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Well, Rugil, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden?
As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my garden for years.
Is that so?
Yeah.
That would have to be it, yeah.
Years, you say?
Indeed. That's not right.
That's not right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar. That claim does not hold up to scrutiny, or water, even.
Oh? And why is that?
Because we have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently.
Balderdash! My word is gold. Show the court the so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. Mr. Prosecutor.
This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred.
A cigar butt? That could belong to anybody, and
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
okay. Sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Mr. Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in a fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, there's a personal, perfectly reasonable explanation.
Shut up, Wesley.
I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience. Lemming?
Nope. And a little paddling.
And a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Rogil, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? what illicit activities would towards me?
Want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Regil, murdered Monsieur Grandouille. That is what you were trying to keep hidden.
Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen!
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Rabbington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Regil as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robrino confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws.
Ridiculous! I would never threaten a man with violence.
Want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of a motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to half.
That is preposterous!
And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of the handler's clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something! Anything! Object! Oh, you're pitifully useless.
After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So, out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of the sight of his guests and his snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Patois d'Amur, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Catiline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised.
This is an outrage! Judge, I demand you disband this ranting lunatic!
No, there's only one outrage here. That is that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind.
How dare you, Garçon! The utter nerve of a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous! I'm nothing like a fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist.
No, your ruthless man would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous whelp! I have to gut you right here and now like that damn frog!
Could someone please restrain the Baron?
I'd love to see you try.
I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. To the conciergerie with you.
Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw! I can
Baron-
move myself.
Baron Rorgale, you forgot to file your paperwork.
And the last one.
This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, in a manner of speaking, well, to be honest,
Just as I thought, nothing at all.
no.
Good little bunny, good little bunny. Then, I shall now confer with the members of the jury, or should I say the menagerie, to come to a decision. I should ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
What do you mean? You proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a non-guilty verdict for sure.
Hmm. Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we can't deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organise the evidence and convince and explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure that I understand the difference.
We have reached a decision. In light of recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Catalin the Meow, to be not guilty.
Where's the confetti?
I'm not here, Mr. Edgeworth.
We don't have that at A300 something. Monsieur Falcon, petite person, you did it.
Yes, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly.
Ah, yes, that's my brandy. Mm.
You did it, Falcon.
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You're amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, there's nothing.
I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over.
Play coy.
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh, wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an X, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. I murdered Monsieur Grimley. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Business.
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Regil's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris' finest.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinho's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinho to paint me over Baron Rogel and to add hands to the clock. But the lazy artist didn't manage to finish ordering either photograph in by a trial day.
Because he stole it.
Yikes.
It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. What's with the silence? You should be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who would have won a case like this, even for a bourgeoisie kitty like me.
I think you should leave.
Fine, so much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petite person.
Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon?
currently 1,000 yards staring.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe this is the point where we go, what a twist!
What a twist! Yes.
What a twist! January 7th, 1848. The Palais du Louvre.
I personally, I don't think it's actually worth us continuing on because, of course, we
No.
only do this as a one-time and only thing.
Yeah.
We only
Yeah.
we finish it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna wrap it up half an hour. So we might as well just, unlike Ace and Games, where we just carry on until we get to a suitable ending point. Because we're actually gonna play this again in the future. Well, we might try it in the future. I think it's worth us just kind of like leaving it there and continuing on this if we ever come back to this. Cool. That was a kick to the gut.
Mm,
Yeah.
Tell me,
Yeah,
it really
drifting.
is a twist.
Drifting, is it possible
Yeah.
for you to actually prove that it was her, or is that intended that way?
I haven't figured that out yet because I played that case, and that's all I've played from the game. So I'm not sure if she's lying or not. Could be actually what happened. I guess.
Well, if
Well-
anybody in the audience wants to play this game, Aviary Attorney is available on Steam for £10.99 or your regional.
And we're not sponsored by them. We're just giving you your advice so that you can buy the game if you want to and play it yourself. But in the meantime, we're going to be back to playing Ace Attorney next week. Now, the next few weeks are going to be a bit of up in the air because we'll be there next week. However, the week after, which is the 3rd, we won't be doing it at all because I, as well as Bert, will be in Birmingham for Games Expo, so it actually won't be in our various housing. So we had no way to actually
Will
host the
be
game.
after your birthday and my birthday, so everyone wish Ebek a happy birthday that day.
Yeah.
And everyone wish Kay a happy birthday as well.
Yes.
And I'll be with family
Yeah,
in
we will.
Malta, so.
It all
Yeah,
works
so-
And that's
So like we're down 3 people.
yeah. There's you're down not just 3 people, but with the person who also hosts the actual
Yeah,
show. So
the
it's,
person who hosts the show.
Yeah.
Including our host, yes.
so we'll be back on the 10th. So we're going to continue with the very gripping moments that we're into for the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright games we've got next week, and then we'll be back on the 10th for doing that. So there's been no session on Saturday the 3rd, working exclusively. As for what I'm streaming, if you join me on Monday, I'll be streaming some Sly Cooper this coming Thursday, and I'll probably looking at watching the state of play. But if I'm not, I might be starting my Star Wars special series, so keep an eye out for that. Where I basically play as many Star Wars games as I can get my hands on. So
As you can stomach, you mean?
as I can as many games as I can play, and as long as I can stomach them. So, for example, if a game has me like in like 5 minutes angry, it's like, yeah, no, this is not going to last long. So,
Moving on.
yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
But yes. Does anyone else want to kind of highlight what they're doing?
I mean,
I'll
you can.
hopefully be looking into. Well, I'll be playing more. Now that I have everything hooked up properly, I'll be playing more Legend of Zelda.
Ooh,
That's out. As well as delving into Starship Troopers Extermination.
Nice.
nice.
Laura, what about
Yeah.
you? What are you doing?
Yeah, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays should be the usual days. Currently, the 2 games I'm playing right now are both on PlayStation 3. One of them is Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, as part of my Ratchet and Clank Future-thon I promised to Game Blast. And the other one is a personal playthrough reward that I also promised to Game Blast is Folklore. So those 2 games are going to be
Ooh.
continued. We've done 2 parts of those each
Mm.
as of a couple of hours ago now. I think that's basically it. I also totally didn't open like a merch store through Streamlabs. I don't know if I should mention that either. But those are the things. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You can come over to me if you'd like. Yeah.
And Drifting, what are you doing? I know you stream occasionally.
Yeah, I stream every Wednesdays, and currently I do Power Wash Simulator.
That's
Given to me by Lemming, by the way.
Yeah.
something very relaxing. If you like also being involved in the conversation, you can join the Discord, which is my Discord channel, The Scratching Post, where we basically talk and get engaged with things. You can engage with us and be part of the discussion and the conversation. Hell, Kay literally just turned up for one stream and then was added to the cast. So it just shows you that, what we're like.
Yeah.
Laura came along.
Bushy tailed, going, "I'm big into this game. Can I join you?" It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, Laura.
Yeah.
Laura came along as a special guest and then never left.
Yeah.
Kind of like Australia and Eurovision.
Silly voices Saturday. Not even once.
We're just like Phoenix Wright that way. We just keep picking up children.
Yeah,
We
once
sure do.
you're in, you never get out.
No, exactly. They lured me in here somehow. I still don't know how that happened.
And on that slightly worrying and fearful bombshell, I'm going to call that it. We're going to raid into WinFW, but for now, we'll bid you a good night, everyone. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
As a narrator, I dock the Falcon several million points in morality meter for letting the real murderer get away.